It's an old bridge that goes nowhere to a farmer's field.
How you doing, Mr. Innocent looking guy?
Not bad.
Yeah, I know why you're doing that.
We're waiting for the great splash.
Oh! No splash. You're going downstream or upstream? That's upstream? No, that goes to Pinery, I think. You sure? I'm pretty sure we're going downstream. Nah, maybe I'm wrong. So this is Bob and I. This time we're on the Ausauble River. We've never ever canoed here before. Today was actually supposed to be the first day of our first trip at Algonquin this year. There's a lockdown, COVID and all, so even though we do have our masks in case we need them, it's a sunny day, we're out in the water, it's a place we've never canoed, and one of the nice things about having canoes versus renting them from an outfitter, which is what we've done for years and years and years, is we can explore things and just see different things. Like, look at this bird, if I can get there in time. There you go, limb to limb. That's kind of cool. Interesting to watch. Today I'm trying out different camera stuff. I've got 5 cameras mounted on the boat, which even for me seems extreme. Plus, I suppose I've got my cell phone if I really wanted to use that. I've got 1 camera facing back at me, 2 cameras facing off the bow. One is in time warp mode, just to kind of capture the entire trip. The other one is in normal video, cinematic, max mod lens on. And then just behind me, because I found I liked this one when I looked at the Pinery pictures, I've actually got a camera, a Hero 8, in cinematic mode, pointing right at me as I paddle. So there are some other differences. Hero 9 has a lot of leveling options and things that come into play. Hero 8 didn't have those things, so it's kind of different. And then in the center of my boat, hooked up to one of my rack mounts or rail mounts, I have my Insta360 One XR hooked up to the extended Telson extended selfie stick, which goes between 9 and 10 feet long. The only disadvantage with it is it's not the greatest for leaving things locked in place. So I'll probably try a few shots with it a bit later. Haven't yet, but I will.
A lot of the remainder of this video covers various camera angles I tried along the way. While you will certainly see the river and gain an impression of it, an upcoming peaceful paddle video will show the whole thing. I am working on my camera angles because I have a backcountry canoe trip coming up and I need to decide what equipment to bring. I also want to have a much better understanding of what angles to use on my trips. In this series of shots, I was trying to see how this bridge appeared from the various GoPro cameras. We ended up having a great discussion on the way bridges were built in the past, although we certainly looked quite nosy here. The river was surprisingly wild for this part of Ontario. This shot came out amazingly drone-like. If you look closely at this video, you will see the shadow of the selfie stick on the water. If you want your pictures to have no sign of the stick, then you need to account for sun angle. For me, the shadow is not a big problem, so I'm unlikely to worry about it. Much closer to the water this time. Transition from GoPro to Insta360 to show the boat logos at an unusual angle. This small creek actually feeds the river from quite a distance. This shot reminds me of much larger rivers like the Fraser River in British Columbia. Notice the bald eagle nest up in the tree behind Bob. This view is interesting for me. It appears that the canoes are diverging, however they really never separate. This is caused by the camera angle. Notice the sideways swing of the camera as well. I like the perspective this tree gave to the video. In this shot, I went for a much closer position to the water. I liked the different angle used for the opening shot of the old railway bridge. This starts Bob's adventure to climb to the top of the bridge and look around. I find it interesting how green my blue boat appears in this shot. This angle turned out to be one that I found quite enjoyable. Over time I will work out a technique or tool to use to reduce the camera sway. A small angle difference in the boat translates into a large swing at the end of the 10-foot stick. It's important to trust in the waterproofing. Another drone-like shot as I follow Bob. Notice the camera is invisible in this picture due to the sun's position. Paddling this river was a lot of fun. It was relatively short, actual time on the water was about 3 hours. Our boots picked up a lot of clay when we had a short stop to switch out batteries and SD cards. I'm washing the boots out, and since they are quick draining, they were already partly dry by the time we stopped for the day.
Hope you enjoyed the video. If you like this kind of stuff, feel free to subscribe, hit the like button. The like button is actually useful for me to get a sense of if you like it or not. What I find even more great though is when people ask me questions or they make comments on different aspects of the video that they enjoyed or maybe that weren't explained very well. So if you do have stuff like that, feel free to drop me a note in the comment section below and let me know. Got a bunch more of these coming, and like they say, enjoy the journey.
Oh yeah, Bob rescued a fire truck.
It's noble endeavors coming to you. Get ready for some escapades and adventures too. Enjoy the journey and the fun we're bringing.